time. It's a Christmas special tonight, isn't it? Got to do something for Christmas. I've got the hat on. I've got Dark Side. He's got his headphones on.
Yeah, see,
What's
they're red
wrong
and
with
black.
you? I mean, you're going up in the world with technology. What's that all about? You usually
Well, you know what I mean. I've been playing a lot of pool all over America, as you know, recently, and I picked up a set of headphones. So there we go, mate. There we
It
go.
looks
So
suspiciously the same as mine, to be fair.
there you
At
go.
lea-
But no, of
you're not in your closet with your curtain like your
course,
photo
well,
booth
I'm back.
style background today.
I'm back from the future, mate. I've been there and I'm back, so I know what's going on now. And what's going on now? To preface what we just said, we've got a terrific young man here for you guys.
Oh yeah, well we've got Walter
We're
Laikre.
talking about the future. This is it. This ain't I've been to Back to the Future, but this guy's everything. Walter
Well, I
Lake.
say you got a funny habit of picking out like talent and then them people doing really well. I mean, you said about
Yeah,
Moritz a few years ago,
Lawrence.
didn't you?
Yeah,
When we were at the UK Open, and you did say,
yeah, I
I
certainly
remember I was
did.
there. Yeah, I mean it was brilliant.
Yeah,
So yeah, I
absolutely. That's
mean
what.
we've got Walter.
Not only have I got the ability with the Q, I've got the ability with the eye as well.
Dark Side,
Yeah,
Dark Side.
that's the one, mate. That's the one.
Well,
Happy
I'm gonna.
Christmas, everybody. To a glass of water.
Yeah, well, Walter or water. Walter or water.
Yeah, both.
Well, I'm going to get him in anyway. I know
Bring
he's
him on.
waiting
Bring
in the
that man
wings,
on.
but let's get him in. Here he is. Look, Walter
So
Laikre. Well, first of all, Walter, thanks for joining us. I mean, I know
yeah,
it's really close to Christmas. Everybody's too busy wrapping everything up and doing whatever they've got to do at the last minute. But yeah, no, thanks for coming on and having a chat. This is the first one we've done for quite a while, actually, because we've been really busy. But yeah, I mean, how are you? I mean, what you've been up to? Let us know. I mean,
Well,
yeah,
first of all, before you start, I just wanted to say that what a privilege it is to have this young man on here. You know, Matt just mentioned in the pre-chat routine that I've picked out a couple of players along the way, when the most recent being Moritz from Germany. Well, this guy on the screen at the moment, I've met him numerous times. I've met his dad. Subject to them staying on the correct road, subject to him keeping his head down, this guy's going to dominate Paul moving forward in the next generation. Along with him, Felix Vogel, he's got everything. And Walter, it's an absolute honour to have you on our show, mate. It's over to you, mate. But thanks for coming on, buddy.
yeah. Well, first off, thanks for having me. And I've just come home from a lot of traveling, many months this summer, and then all autumn, and now early winter. And then I've got a few weeks off now, so I'm just practicing and relaxing, charging my batteries for the upcoming season. Yeah.
So, Walter, I mean, from the sound of that, you've been traveling around, of course, playing a lot of tournaments. Am I right in saying this is your full-time thing, isn't it? You don't do a job or anything else. I mean, you full-time pool now then?
Well, I'm actually in school at the moment.
Oh, I thought you were out of school. Sorry, that's
No,
my bad. I didn't want
Well,
to ask how old you were, really. That was the
Walter,
thing.
I know how old you are. Walter, tell him how old you are.
yeah, I'm 17.
He's a
Oh, so you got another year then, I guess, at
spring
Yeah,
school before
chicken.
you can.
about 1.5 years left.
Oh,
Uh,
well, doesn't that get in? Does it not get in the way of your studies, or are you sort of all
yeah,
right to, mix and match?
yeah, a little bit. But I go to a sports school, so we make it work. And then when I go to a tournament, I just bring my stuff, and then I'll do some homework there, and then I get home, and then I do all the
Right.
exams and whatnot.
So when you finish your school, obviously next year, I'm guessing, you're gonna be full time at pool, aren't you? You
Yeah,
haven't got any other career that you're planning to
no,
do or anything. No, full time at pool.
yeah, full-time pool is the plan. Right now, I'm doing I probably around 6 months this year, so half-time pool. And
Yeah.
then when I get out of school, then plan is to do 100% pool.
Well, that's the way to do it. I mean, have you got your own table at home then, or do you just go
No,
to a little club somewhere? Or
yeah, I got a little private club in the city of Stockholm, and
yeah.
I have a key to it, so I can access 24/7,
Oh,
play how
nice.
much I want. It's great.
What table is it that you've got there?
They've got 10 diamond tables.
Ooh. Well,
I
it's
was there.
interesting actually. I mean, Matchroom. I mean, they like diamond, 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 but it was a Rasson at the Moscone Cup. Well, I'm just wondering whether they're going to start using them a bit more now. I don't know actually. Hmm.
They use the restaurant tables for the one table
Hmm.
setups, and also the events in Asia.
Yeah, I've never played on a Russell ever, surprisingly, but everybody seems to rate them quite well. I mean, I don't know whether they play better than a Diamond or not, but who knows? But they look good. They look good tables.
Yeah, they look really good. I'd say Diamond is slightly better, but for just one tournament, it really doesn't matter a whole lot because almost every table is like
yeah,
good
once you
from
get the feel of
from
the
the start.
table
Yeah.
and the way, I mean, you're set, aren't you then anyway? But yeah, I mean that table, one of the best tables I played on was one I've seen you actually. It was at the IDM in Bucharest in June. I mean that table on the match table there that they've got set up there, it's probably the best table I've ever played on. I think that was.
Yeah, it's a beautiful table.
Yeah, Robert Bragger makes sure that is all presented nicely for them competitions. So hats off to Robert for that, and looking forward to the coming season.
The Brunswick tables, weren't they, at the IDM? Which they're really good tables. I don't know what is it, Gold Crown Fours, I think they were, but yeah, really, really good tables.
Yeah, they are hard to beat, the Brunswick tables. They've been around for so long.
They've been around a long time, haven't they? But I think they've just done a new one as well, haven't they? They've done a Gold Crown 6
7,
or 7,
I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I bet you probably got to spend a few quid to get one of them, but they do look nice, don't they? But
well, you can always get a Sam table.
We'll leave it at
well,
that.
let me just ask. Let me lead off here with this young man, Walter. Well, I came across you probably 2 years ago when you was 15.
Yeah.
And I first laid eyes on you at the UK Open in the Midlands. Is it Telford? I think it was Telford, I believe. No, it might have been. Was it Telford or London?
The Copper Box.
Yeah,
no, London. Yeah, in the Copper Box.
Arena. Copper Box Arena,
And I had just played a game with. I was just playing. I'd gone onto the loser's side, and I managed to get up to the game where I played Skylar Woodward, and he beat me 7-6. And you were next. And I'd seen you been. I was already looking, and I got to tell you, Walter, hands on heart, I was more concerned with your game than I was playing Skylar, because not only it was like it's an ego thing, isn't it? It's like I'm a grown man, and you're like a 15-year-old lad who's just top level.
I was actually 14 at that time.
That's it. Wind me up even more. That's it. Go insult me even more. But yeah, and I just thought, my God, and that's when you came to my attention. And since then, Walter, or even before, Walter, just reel off your winnings of what you've done in the world of billiards at the moment, just from the age of whenever, but from 14 specifically. What have you won or achieved, and what in your arsenal of trophies behind you?
Actually, that UK Open was kind of the starting point of my international career, because I beat Tyler 9-8, and then Matchroom promoted me a lot on their social media. Then I started getting sponsors and invited to more tournaments, and then just a couple of weeks after that, then I started winning my first medals at the European Youth Championships, and then it kind of just been going on since then. I won my first European Championships this summer. Took a little bit longer than I was hoping for. Lost a couple of finals. Lost the World Junior final as well. And yeah, just been gathering medals from the youth tournaments pretty much. And then earlier this year, I won the Bosnia Junior Open, the Matchroom event. Then I got my WNT Pro contract. And so since then, since March or something, I've been playing in the Matchroom major events, or all the Matchroom events, pretty much.
Right, and just recently, you've finished third, didn't you, in the World Juniors?
Yeah, I lost 7-6 to Felix Vogel, and that who went on to win the tournament, which was not very unexpected, but it's always tough to win a tournament when you got all the pressure on you.
Yeah, sure. So since the Copper Box, your career's pretty much blossomed and it's starting to take off, correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
And you play all the Euro tours or most of them, subject to score.
Yeah, I play all the Euro tours. Try to play all the Matchroom major events as well, and then all the WNT ranking events in between, like the Bucharest Open, and there was one in Tallinn, and the Perry Open in Vietnam. A few months ago, and
So how are you at the moment? How's your game at the moment? Is it form wise, Walter? Like someone like you won't really lose form. Are you in an A? Are you in an A level at the moment? B level? Where are you at the moment?
At the moment, I'm playing my best game. I've been able to play all the tournaments recently. I've been able to practice a lot and just keep my game in the best shape possible.
Yeah. I mean, you only
And
get better by playing in more tournaments, of course. Don't you? You know, it's
Yeah,
no good practicing forever. But if you only ever play one tournament a year, it's a different mindset altogether. Isn't it?
yeah,
But the
yeah.
more
It's completely
tournaments you
different.
play, the more used you get to playing in them environments, them situations. You get to know the people as well, the other players, because I think that's important as well. I think that helps. You know, when you know the people and you can talk to them. You know, I think that helps take a little bit of pressure off people sometimes. Where instead of just going in completely cold, you don't know the person at all, you never spoke to them in your life or anything. I think that sometimes helps a little bit just to break the ice a little bit, you know, ease the tension a little bit like that. So yeah, I mean, you're doing the right stuff. Who do you practice with in Sweden? I mean, Marcus.
yes,
Do you ever go
yeah, I was
play
going to ask that.
Marcus or anything? Or
I don't practice a lot with anyone. I'm playing alone most of the times, honestly. But if I'm practicing with someone, it's mostly Christian Spanler Fischer, uh, top Swedish player. He played on the Pro Tour a few years ago. Yeah, I go over to him and then we play a couple of hours and then yeah. But
what do
as
you
I said,
do?
I play alone most of the time.
Well, what do you do? I mean, I practice a lot, do a lot of drills, as you probably know. I mean, a lot of the people, loads of drill videos on YouTube, of course. But is that what you do? I mean, how do you practice, Walter? Because it can get boring. I mean, I don't like just throwing the balls on the table and hitting them
No,
around anywhere.
no.
I get bored of that. So I like to set up a drill and I won't stop until I've done it, and I'll keep doing it. You know, my record's about 3 hours straight on one of them
Yeah,
because I'm trying to get it. And another tip as well for anybody watching: get it on video. So you get your tripod, you get your camera, and you want to record it, and you want to push yourself to get it on video. And it's another good way of practicing because it forces you to want to do better. So what is it that you do, Walter, then when you're practicing?
yeah. I also do that a lot of drills and I play some straight pool
Mm,
sometimes. And but the most important thing for me uh, to not find it boring is to have a plan for every practice session. So
yeah,
before I come in, I decide how long I'm gonna play for. What 2, 3, 4 hours.
Mm.
And then I don't go home until I've done the time, and then I kind of have the same routine almost every practice session. I start the same way, then I do a few drills. I mix it up
yeah,
every once in a while. Maybe play some. If I'm preparing for a 9-ball tournament, I'll play some 9-ball, practice the break,
yeah.
or yeah, like
What's your
that.
favorite drill at the moment?
I really like the Inca drill.
I'm not.
I
What's
don't know
that
if you
one?
know it.
I might try that if you tell. What is
No,
it?
you've just said something there that's like showing me a dog trick. I have no idea what the Inca drill is.
What is it?
It's a really difficult drill that Fedor Gorst came up with, or maybe Johan Reusching that came up with it for him.
Yeah,
It's a 16-ball drill.
yeah,
So you put 4 balls on one side of the kitchen line,
yeah,
4 balls on the other side of the kitchen line,
yeah,
4 balls in the center of the table
yeah,
from like in between the side pockets, but like maybe half an inch between every ball. And
yeah.
then
Right.
you put
Excuse me.
4 balls on the other spot, so that the opposite kitchen line kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you basically gotta play 1 ball from one row on the kitchen line,
Yeah.
and then you gotta play position for 1 ball in the row that's in the middle of the
Oh, I
table.
think I've
Then
seen
you
a
go in
video
between
of
that
Federer.
like
I
that.
think I've
Yeah,
seen a video of Federer doing this recently on his Facebook. Actually, it popped up,
Mm.
and I think I've
yeah,
seen it. I know the one you're talking about. I will try that, but I like my one pocket drills where I'll just try and put all the balls into one pocket. But my favourite drill at the moment, I mean, I've done it a few times, was the rainbow drill where you get all the 15 balls. Like you start off just under the middle pocket with the 1 ball, and you put them all the way down to the bottom of the rail, so the
yeah.
15 balls, and then you have the 8 ball or another ball at the top, and you
Oh
pop
yeah,
the
I know it.
one
I
and you
know it.
go up
Yeah.
for the 8 and then the 2 and you go back up and down, up and down, up and down. That drill is a really good drill. Um, I've done it a few times. I mean, I seen it was Alex Pagulayan put it on one of his channels, and he says, "Oh, anybody do this? I'll give him a T-shirt." I'm still waiting for the T-shirt. You know, he's not sent it me yet. But have you ever give that one a go? It's a really good drill.
Yeah,
That is.
I have.
It's
But
great. Yeah.
whatever drill I do or whatever I do in practice, I try to put pressure on myself. So let's say the Inca drill on a good day, I do it maybe one out of 10 tries.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
then I had a day where I missed the last ball, like a few times almost. And then when I get on it another time, then I'm almost shaking. It's like a tournament pressure
But that's
situation,
why
kind
it's
of.
good, isn't it? And
Yeah,
that's why I say if you get it, if you're filming it as well, it gives you a little bit more pressure. Do
yeah,
it on a live stream. I mean, that's what I'll do. Like the live streams when I'm doing them, it's great because you know you got people watching you, and you know if you miss a shot, they're probably thinking, "Oh, this guy's
Yeah.
shite," you know.
Do you know?
But
Do you know what? I'm going to tell you about my drills now. Yeah. Last year I was working a bit with Alex Laley, and
oh yeah, I
Mhm.
remember.
he was like I was recording it and we was chatting it. He put a drill up that was so simple, and I just couldn't pop the bloody balls, man. He must have been sitting there thinking, "What the hell's going on here?" Do you know what I mean? Just the most simple English putting on balls. I was just missing the balls by miles. You know, I'll tell you, it was embarrassing, but good fun. I say embarrassing, but I was having a laugh, so it doesn't matter.
yeah.
So, but my drills are just turn up to the tournament and just play. So that gives you an idea of my level, anyway, guys. But Walter, just want to just touch upon. Tell us how you started in this wonderful game of billiards. How did it all start for you? Go right back to the very beginning, young man.
I had a pool table at my school. Then I started
What
hitting
age?
some balls.
Tell us about the age, like the age as well.
Just turned 10. I
Mm.
just turned 10. I started playing. Then I had a broken arm during the summer, so I had a cast, and they like put it on kind of like a bridge hand.
Oh
So
Uh-huh.
I could play almost completely fine, and then I just played all summer because I couldn't go swimming or
yeah,
whatever because of the cast, and then so I just played all summer, and then I got a cue. It was actually a snooker cue for my 10th birthday. So I was playing snooker all summer.
Okay.
Then that's how I started. So I actually started playing snooker,
nice.
and
Yeah.
then switched over to pool a few years after that.
Mm.
Yeah, and what about the coaching? Anything like that? Are you self-taught or?
Pretty much, yeah. I've had simple coaching. Kind of, I had a guy snooker coach for my technique. So yeah, I pretty much like a textbook technique.
Yeah,
I
it
was
is. Yeah.
chasing for the first few years of my career, but now I'm doing pretty much just solo, no coach at the moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Really.
yeah. Is there areas at the moment that you could benefit at this moment, or is that not just arisen yet, Walter? Right, with a benefit from
Well,
a coach.
yeah, probably. It's not something I feel like I'm missing right now. I don't feel like I'm missing a coach, or it's not like I'm struggling. But I had a period a few years ago I was struggling badly. Then I had to get some help. Kind of when you feel lost a little bit, you need
Yeah,
someone to guide you. But I don't really feel like I'm there at the moment. But of course, I could probably benefit from a good coach, but it's not really
It's interesting because
something I'm focusing on.
everybody, well, let's say most people will go through some sort of slum, they call it in America, don't they? You know, where you play in and all of a sudden you play in a match and you're just playing terrible and you like can't win a match or you can't do this, and it just adds. It's like a spiral effect, isn't it? And then
Yeah.
yeah,
it's like a slum, isn't
but
it? You
Matt,
know,
isn't
you
it
got
great to hear? Like he started at 10 years old, he's 17, and he's talking about a few years ago he was in a slump. That's just brilliant, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like, well, Walter, I'm assuming you must have been 13 when you was in a slump because when you were 14, you were brilliant.
Yeah,
mm,
probably maybe.
yeah. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, I started off when I was about 8, I think 7. No, maybe a bit earlier than that, about 6 or 7. My mum bought me a snooker table for Christmas, and it had like it was a crappy 6. No, it was actually about 5 by 2.5 foot or something. But the pockets were like clip on. They had like clip on
Yeah.
plastic pockets and things. But you know, it gave me a taste for the game, and that's why we still play it today. You know, still play Q Sports. It's you know, you got
Starting
to start
job.
somewhere, haven't you? Yeah.
Yeah, it certainly is. So, Walter, just like moving on a bit at the moment. Then, what's the goal for the season? Like, say, are you what's the plan? Have you got all your tournaments laid out? You got any invitational tournaments coming up, or what's the plan like for 2026 tournament
Uh,
wise?
there are not a lot of tournaments that are like official yet. There's no real schedule for the next season. I got a
I
few. I got the Hayball World Cup in January. And then I know the calendar a little bit, but it's not really something I've signed up for or gotten an invitation for yet. It's a little bit too early for that.
Are you
What
going
is
over
it?
to China then? Sorry, Walter, for
Sorry,
the
Matt, go ahead.
Hayball thing. To get
It's
China for the Hayball World Cup, is it?
it's Australia actually.
Oh, oh, okay.
Yeah,
No, Hayball though. I mean, are we talking the sort of the Chinese 8 ball? Is that
yeah,
what
yeah,
we?
yeah.
Yeah, I
Joy
didn't
Joy
realize.
Hayball.
I didn't realize. I know they do a lot of English pool in Australia, but it's sort of. I mean, we have English pool. We have like the Rasson tables now.
Hmm.
Like Ultimate Pool and all
Yeah,
that
I've
sort of
seen
stuff.
that. I've seen.
And I know in Australia they play pool as well, but a lot of the time when people play pool in Australia, it's like it's almost like a snooker table, but English pool table size, and the pockets are like almost like a snooker table pocket. But
Hmm.
then I think they've started to play a lot more normal kind of English pool on the sort of tables that we'd play on in the UK. But yeah, I mean, I didn't realise. So they're playing it on the proper Hayball
Yeah,
tables then. Oh, okay.
it's they've had many tournaments for the main Hayball Pro Tour, like the last year, like a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah, because
big events actually.
Oliver's been over there and he's a loggy. He's been
Yeah,
playing a bit, hasn't he?
Do you know Andy Barnett as well? Do you know him? Because
no,
he used to, I know Andy. He used to be a really good 9 ball player, and he went to live in Australia, and he plays a lot of English pool over there, and he plays at a really high level. He's doing quite well actually, so I wouldn't be surprised you probably come across him at some point. I mean, you can remember him, Gareth, Andy
Yeah,
Barnett.
the name rings a bell, you know.
Yeah, he was a good player at American pool, but yeah, he went over. He's been living in Australia for about 10 or 15 years, I think. But you probably
Mm,
come across him when you're out. He'll probably be playing in it, but you have to catch up
mm.
with him at some point. But yeah, I mean, interesting. So you're saying that there's no real schedule yet from Matchroom putting out
no,
on all their events, or
I
And the Euro
know.
Tour.
Yeah, the Matchroom have got the UK Open date set. It's end of May. I'll
oh, the
probably
end of
go to
May this
that.
time?
Yeah, end of
Uh,
May. Then a couple of Euro tours, but the exact location is not official yet.
hmm.
So we will
Mm.
see.
It's
So,
interesting about the Euro. Sorry, just so you a quick one on the Euro tour. Um, I mean, going back like a couple of years ago, I'd go on my Facebook and it'd be like Euro tour this and the Euro tour that and everything else. But I just don't seem to see anything about it these days. I mean, are they just not pushing it as much as they used to, or is there not as many people playing on it? I mean, do they still get all the same sort of players on it, Walter? Are they still filling out 2, 5, 6 for each event and things?
Well, they usually put a limit of like 190 players, and they
yes.
fill it
Mm.
out a lot of the times.
Yeah, they
But
do, yeah.
it's lacking a lot of top pro players. But the Euro
Yeah.
Tour events are like in the shadow of the Matchroom events, kind of.
Mm.
And the money is so much better in the Matchroom major events. So for
Yeah.
the top pro players, there's no real point in playing the Euro Tours.
Unless it's on the doorstep, of course,
Yeah, exactly.
which for a lot of
Mm.
European players it is, of course. Yeah.
Mm. So, question I've got for you, Walter, is who's been your role models in pool that you've looked up to? I know there's loads of them that you've got, but who's been your role model that you look up to? That you sort of tried, maybe you've modelled your game on a bit. Is there anyone out there like that, Walter?
When I started, I was looking a lot at filler.
Yeah,
That's I still I would say he's the best in the world at the moment, but right
Yeah.
now I can't really say that someone is my role model because I play against all of those players
yeah, sure,
all
yeah,
the
yeah,
time. But yeah, that's it's mostly him that I was looking up to when I started.
yeah. Because you don't really, from what I've seen of you, I've seen you. Listen, I played you once, and as I said before, you beat me 7-1, but you were lucky in 6 of the racks.
Mhm.
So yeah, all right, okay, I admit, he's like 15 years old and he's teaching me how to play pool. But no, you're a very attacking player, very aggressive. You know, if something looks okay, that's okay. You seem to have an answer. It's not just that, which is brilliant. It's great. You're in a great mindset. Your shots, even your defense ones, are so calculated. You know what I mean? And you can only see that by watching you. You know, where do you learn something like that? Is that just a natural ability, Walter, or what? How do you come up with stuff like? I'm like 50. I'm in my 50s for God's sake, man, and like, I'm like clueless sometimes when people do with stuff like that you young guys are doing. How do you come up with stuff like that?
I would with so much time I've spent around the pool table and so much time I've spent watching pool, I'd hope I could come up with something good at least. So
No, it's quality. It's very nice. It's very nice to watch. But do you travel around? Like I say, I think the last time I saw you in Romania, and of course you've got your little group lads that you hang about with, your Felixes and things like that.
mhm.
Do you get a lot of? That must be really good that you're in a really good little group of lads that are all top level players that are just going somewhere. That must be a nice feeling for you, Walter.
Yeah, I think it's important to have like a group to travel with. And when I was in the US, I was there for 1 month. And I was in Vietnam for just a few weeks, and then I was traveling with the Dutch guys, the Pongers brothers, and
Oh
Mika van
yes, yeah.
Berkel.
Yeah.
So we were traveling around there. Can be kind of a lot sometimes, but it's really good to have like a group to travel with, because it's kind of difficult to travel alone all the time and being alone at the tournaments.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, because again, that's one thing I've noticed. Again, another thing I've noticed about you as well, which is brilliant. I don't know if it's a phase that a lot of players go through, but you spend a lot of time at the venue, even when you're not playing. It's not like you disappear and like you're nowhere to be seen. Like lots of other players, obviously, okay, they're older, they play a game and they're like the fillers and that, and you don't see them again until their next match.
yeah,
You know, I think that's nice that I don't know if that's because you're there because you're with the group of players or whether you're still watching other players, but that's nice to see, Walter, because it gives other players real encouragement that top players like yourself and the guys that you hang about with are in the mix, you know, just with the average players. That's I think that if you can hold on to something, I think something like that, Walter, like being around people in that regard, because a lot of top players I've seen over the years, they just sort of they don't ignore people, but they don't really give them the time. And you're young, you're around, and you do give people time, and so does Felix, and so do the Pongers. I've seen it all. It'd be nice if you can hold on to something like that, because that would really benefit your career moving forward. Listen, I know you're a nice guy, but as a really nice guy in the game, do you know what I mean? You can't be nice, but you've got to be aggressive. I understand all that.
yeah.
But just to be a nice guy, man, you know, and I hope you hold on to them traits that you've got that your mum and dad must have given you. So, to mum and dad.
Well, it's not like I'm watching a lot of matches when I'm playing a tournament. I almost never go to the venue alone to watch a match, but I'm there with my group and then socialize a little bit. I think it's good not to just be in your room between every match, because that can kind of mess with your head. I'd say if you play a bad match, then you just go to your room until the next match, and then you just kind of alone in your negative thoughts of straight loss or something. It's
Yeah,
good to
sure.
try and forget about it and so
Yeah,
on.
well, tell me if you play a bad match. Tell me a bad match, man. I watched most of your games in Romania. Tell me a bad match.
I've had a
Yeah.
couple of bad matches, trust me. Yeah, my match against Vogel in the World Juniors wasn't too good. Actually got the flu mid tournament, so I was playing with
Oh,
a high fever and yeah, everything
yeah, that's the
pretty
worst,
much.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I had a little incident in the UK at Telford. I was playing PJS Labutis. So I don't know if
mhm.
that's how and it was okay. Like we were 3-3, and all of a sudden I got down to play a shot, and my back went. I pulled a muscle in my back, and that was it.
Oh,
We just had to finish. Couldn't carry on. You know, so I'm sympathising with what you're saying in regards to not feeling great during a tournament, because like, I couldn't carry on, but it must have been hard work for you to play like certain with a high temperature. You know.
yeah. I was physically able to play, but it's not easy to play,
No,
and it's really draining you playing with a high fever.
yeah. I
Uh,
mean, I've had a cold. I've had that flu like last week, and it affects your balance and you everything. It's horrible. It really is. And I mean, yeah, no one wants to be ill when they're playing a match. Of course, you want to be in your best condition, and
yeah.
it's frustrating more than anything, isn't it? You turn up to a tournament, you want to play your best, and then you get something, and it's like, it's a
Mm.
tough thing. I mean, it'll happen before it happen again, in the future. But
Yeah, sure.
yeah, it's just one of them annoying things, isn't it? I mean, I was going to ask you anyway, Walter. What cues have you got? I mean, give us. Do you want to give a shout out to any of your sponsors? I mean, I'm guessing you're probably sponsored from a cue manufacturer. You're using the cues. What tell us a bit about that?
For the last about 2.5 years, I've been playing with a Mess cue,
Hmm.
the X Pro shaft, and I combine it with a Howe tip.
Oh, I've got one.
just-
I've got. Is that Darren Appleton uses them Howe tips on them carbon shafts
No,
that he's got? I'm sure he just
I don't
got one.
think he is actually, but there are a lot of top players using the Howe tips.
Yeah.
SVB is using them. Joshua Filler, Max Lechner, yeah,
Hmm.
you name it. Kind of a lot of players use it. It's really good.
Yeah. Okay. So and that's your own Mez brake cue as well, jump cue.
Yeah, full kit mess and just the Howe tips, and then got a Mirai case also. It's a really good case.
Yeah.
It's owned by Mess.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
very high quality.
yeah. I mean, they are high quality cues, aren't they, Mez? Very, very
Mm.
high end cues, and I've never used one, but I know they are. They are up there, aren't they?
Yeah,
A
top
few
quality,
of the
really.
top players use them as well, don't they?
Then I got a Swedish guy that does my cue maintenance. He changes my tip, hog cues.
Yeah.
He's been doing my tips since I started playing, pretty much. He's a cue maker himself as well.
Nice.
Mm.
What
Yeah,
size
So I
is
got
the tip? What size is tip on it, Walter?
12.5
It's quite big,
wooden
actually.
shaft.
Yeah. Oh, wooden.
Yeah, wooden shaft. Yeah.
You're not a fan of carbon or
Sorry, guys, I'm still
Not
dying, recovering from
carbon shaft?
dying.
Have you not fancied the carbon shaft or anything?
I've always slightly preferred wood, just because of the feeling, and I like the way it looks when you're down on the shot, and I like the way it
Yeah, I mean, I,
feels in
I
your
did
hand. And
I did try that carbon shaft off Appleton on my cue, and there's nothing wrong with the shaft, but I've still struggled to get the feel of it and everything. So I've actually gone back to my wooden shaft. I've got a Z. Gareth's dying. Look, don't die
This
on
is
me, Gareth.
great stuff, isn't it? I'm just sitting here
Yeah.
dying.
Um,
Yeah, go on, carry
go
on there.
No, I was just saying about the shafts. Yeah, I mean, I've gone back. I've got Z2 shaft I use.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had it for years, and it's the ferrule's all cracked on it, like, but it still plays all right. So I'm
well,
still using that.
in my shaft, it's actually a carbon core.
Oh, but it's a
I
wooden
think
shaft around it, like wood
yeah,
around
it's a wooden
it.
shaft around. It's like a 50 centimeter carbon core, so it's carbon almost all the way through the shaft, but just wood on the
Wow.
outside.
Well,
So it's
that's
a
interesting.
mix. It's
I
a
mean,
hybrid shaft.
I know a lot of players nowadays. They've sort of gone back from carbon to wood, but a lot of them are using the keelwood shafts as well.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to try one of them, and we'll
It's like a
get around.
similar feeling to
Hold on,
keelwood
we got
shaft.
an email here, Walter. How do you keep the girls away, young man? There we go.
Play
That's an
pool.
email. There you go. There's your answer. Play pool.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on, carry on, mate.
Yeah.
Matt, you there?
Oh no, yeah, I was just saying about those keelwood shafts, but yeah, I mean, what about future ambitions, Walter? Anyway, let's have a look. What's your ambitions for 2026?
Yeah. Big goal is to win the World Junior Championships. It's my last year as a junior.
I was going to say 18 is the cutoff, I think, isn't it? For that, is it?
Yeah. It's the year you turn 19 when you're not allowed
Yeah,
to play anymore.
yeah.
So I turn 18 next year, so I've got that year. So first qualify for the World Juniors by winning the European Juniors. That's that's like the minimum to qualify for World Juniors. It's winning the European Juniors.
Oh right.
And then
Right.
the World Juniors became important for me, especially because I messed up in in the final 1 year ago. Had a good chance to win at Hill, missed an easy ball, and that was that. Have to wait 1 year. Now I lost the semifinals, so I've been close
Oh,
three times now. I got 3 medals.
Yeah.
So I kind of just want to just win the World Juniors. Then I
top it off with a
can
gold.
be yeah can be satisfied with my youth career. Then just full time on the men's career after that.
Any dreams
sure.
for the Mosconi Cup?
Sorry?
Any Mosconi Cup ambitions, Walter, for the future?
Of course, I think every player has that. That's one of the main goals in my career. Right? Yeah, kind of. To
I mean,
just be in the
everybody wants.
Mosconi.
Yeah, I mean, everybody wants to play in the Mosconi Cup, of course.
Who
I mean,
wouldn't?
just a quick one about that. I mean, did you watch much of it this year, or?
Yeah, a little bit. It was during the tournaments in Spain where I was sick, so it was perfect. I was laying on my
So you
bed
timed
just
it nice,
watching the Mosconi.
You see, for me,
they needed the one thing the Mosconi Cup is missing is a proper MC, man. They're not contacting me. They need to talk to me. They need to watch what happens in Romania. Well,
Well, the thing is, I mean, for me, the Mosconi Cup, it's great, but the last few years been a little bit boring, I think, and it's just the European domination thing. Of course, European team is just so strong. But the problem is, I mean, the Americans, for me, I think they're more than capable of winning. But I get the impression, and I certainly got it this year, is that they turn up and they're just not that bothered.
Yeah.
Did you notice? I mean, they were bickering with each other. Did you see the match where
Yeah.
Federer was playing with Tyler? No, not Tyler. Skylar Woodward.
Yeah.
And Skylar missed that 9 ball up the rail. I don't know if you've seen that match actually.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it.
When Federer left him the position on the 9 like that, Skylar was like looking at him, and they were like, there was just no I don't know, nothing.
chemistry.
Chemistry. It was like they were bickering with each other, and I almost get the impression they need a good like kick up the arse or something to play with more. I know the crowd's on the back, of course, in the UK and things, which
Well,
that's
it
just
don't matter because they can't
But
do it
for
in
me-
America, can they?
For me, they need to just embrace that and learn how to make them play better. Because once they can take that as a I don't know, some sort of ingredient they can use to give themselves a kickstart, it's a great way to play. Because I always do that. If you're under pressure, you've got people on your back. If you use that to your advantage and you play better, you're getting one over on them then. I mean, you don't have to go, oh, yeah, look at me. But you just do it silently, and it's such a good feeling. If you knock the night, play well, people are on your back, the haters, as Darkside calls them.
Yeah,
When you play
I
well,
love the haters. I love the
Yeah,
haters. Bring them on.
when you're playing well and you've got the haters on your back and you're just blanking them out and you're playing what you're doing, all you're talking on the table, it's such a good feeling. And you don't even need to give it the big one after you've won a game or anything. It's such a good feeling. And I just think for me, I get a bit of an impression that they're just a bit dejected, the American team. They're
Yeah.
not really gelling. And it almost seems that they're just coming over. They're getting a good payday out of it, all of them, of course, and a bit of this and that. And it's just like, well, we're down again, and like this. It just seems that they're just not that bothered, I don't think, and they need to gel more of a team, and they're more than capable of winning it. I don't no disrespect to any of the American players. I just think that's just the impression I get. I mean, I felt sorry for Tyler Steyer as well when he missed that 9 ball because he had all the crowd on his back again and things. But that was another good opportunity. Use that pressure as an advantage for you to do something. I mean, he works on his game a lot as well, Tyler, doesn't he? I mean, it's a bit of a shame, but I don't know. I mean, I just think they need to mix something up a bit more next year. And there's a Matchroom have put out something about coaching or something. I don't know whether that was a joke or not. Did you see that they put on the?
Yeah.
I mean, are they being serious or is it a joke? I don't know.
I think they are actually, because when they had Royshink on the team as a coach a few years ago, that's
No, they
actually
won, didn't
when
they? Mm.
yeah, they won. And he's a really strict coach, so
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
I
it's
mean-
good. They would be more structured because the
Yeah.
European players are already structured. That's kind of the pool culture in Europe.
Yeah.
A lot of strict coaching, practicing drills, all of that. US is, I'm very general now, but it's more gambling kind of and just playing matches, and it's a
Yeah.
little bit. You see, it's a clear difference when you go to US and to the US, and then when you go to Europe, the way people are practicing also.
I mean, we'll just have to wait and see what happens, I guess. But I would like to see them, just not look as dejected, and just, if they lose a match, like a game, so what? Just get on with it. Use it.
Yeah.
Use the crowd. But it's in America next year anyway, isn't it? So maybe
Yeah,
it will be a little bit.
I think, I say, you talk about players wanting to play in the Mosconi Cup, and like Walter, just the path that you're on, man. You just keep going. These doors, and you're just going to walk through them. It's like a lot of people have to push doors, but your ability and your personality, man, you keep it up and you'll walk through these. But what I do want to say is, how Dad, because Dad must be a bit like, now you've turned 16, 17, because I used to see you with your dad at the tournaments. He must be. How's he feeling now that he's not at a lot of the tour? Well, I haven't seen him for the last 2 or 3 events that I've seen you. But how's he feeling that he's not there all the time with you, and like you're now with the Felixes, the Pongas, and things like that? Obviously, it's a natural step for you. How does Dad feel about that?
It's not not a huge difference. I was with them still, like hanging out with them when he was with me at tournaments, but I'm live streaming my own matches on tournaments. There are, already set up live stream for TV tables and live score, and he's following everything like he would be there almost. So it's not like a huge difference still, I think.
Yes, that's
My
good. Yeah,
opinion.
yeah, yeah. That's brilliant because I say that he's your number one fan, isn't he? Bar none. You know what I mean? And like I say, it's good when you've got that relationship and mum and dad, or in your case, it's your dad. I've seen that he's there at every shot you take. You know what I mean? That must be good. But how's it for you? Like I say, I'm saying, how's it for you to you're not letting dad go? Of course you're not, but he's not there physically. Was that a transition for you at all, Walter? It's
Not
just
really.
really the reason I'm asking it, because there's lots of people out there that are like that at this stage in their careers. They're in their 15, 16, they've got their mums and dads. So I suppose really it's just a general question for a bit of advice for any of them youngsters that are in that position that you were in, that now you're growing in the game.
For me, it wasn't, to be honest. It wasn't a difference, because if I always tell him he cannot watch my match too close to the table. He always have to like go in the back, kind of.
Right.
So yeah,
Oh, that's fair.
it wasn't too big of a difference.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. But moving forward, like in regards to like the world championships, is it straight in? Again, I really don't know. I'm asking you, Jerry. Is there an under 21s world championship, or is the world championship in pool 19 for juniors? I mean, or is there another category?
It's a juniors.
I know you got a seniors group and all things like that, but is there
Yeah.
another group, or do you go straight into the main world championships after 19?
No, it's just the under 19s, and then I play my last year next year, and then it's the men's. So yeah.
All right, yeah, because me and
But
Matt now can play in the over 50s. We can play in the over 50 years old.
Well, one of us can. One of us can. I'm not quite there yet. But yeah.
So yeah, the goal is to play the men's world championships next year, and then so on.
Yeah.
So in regards to the Matchroom contract that we're in now, are you going to be playing all the tournaments wide, or are you going to have to be selective on some of them, or?
No, I can play. I can play all the Matchroom events, the major events, and then it's up to me if I play it or not. But the schedule is not like completely fixed yet, so we will see if there are any tournaments that I cannot play yet. But the goal is to play all of the major events right now, at least.
And again, to keep you, like I say, you now come home just to like recharge your batteries. What does Walter do away from pool table? Is he, like you mentioned, swimming just now? What's your relaxation? Like you say, what will you be doing if you're not playing pool over Christmas?
Well, don't do anything special. I still like to go practice, and then I might go for a run or something. But I don't really have a hobby outside of pool. Just pool, and then
right
small things here and there.
So you're not going to be doing any downhill skiing or anything like that, snowboarding?
No.
Don't do anything
no
stupid.
broken arms.
Yeah. You mentioned earlier. I'd say you may have mentioned it. I might have missed it. You mentioned earlier, I think, about you'd broken your arm, and
that's how I started playing it.
Yeah. So what happened with that? What happened if you break your arm? What was behind that? Just a general youngster's accident on a bike or something, or?
I did a backflip and failed pretty miserably, and landed on my arm.
Oh, well, no wonder he ain't. No wonder he's not doing skiing.
He didn't want a job in the circus anymore after that. He played pool instead.
Well,
broken arm right now could be pretty.
Yeah, of course.
Pretty not good for my career.
Well, no, look at Catchy. You know what I mean? Look at how things can change. You know, I don't know. I don't even know if Catchy's the player as he was before. I don't know.
No, he's not.
He's not, is he? He's not the same player as he was before. You know?
Yeah, after he was top form, won the World 10 ball, and then the UK Open, and broke his arm, and pretty much took a 180-degree turn in his career.
It's interesting though, but I still think as well. I mean, it's very difficult in recent times for one single player to absolutely dominate. I mean, you got Federer. He's great, of course. Filler was doing it for the years, and he still will be, of course. But I think I mean, you go back a couple of years. You got Francisco Sanchez Ruiz that was dominating everything, and he seems to have gone a little bit quiet now. And it's interesting. You get players that are sort of coming up and down all the time. It's a difficult thing, I think, now, because there's that many good players that play.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult thing to be able to just completely dominate. And going back to Federer, I mean, I didn't think he played that well in the Mosconi Cup either.
No.
Maybe I'm just wondering, is he coming on the down like slide a little bit for the time being? I don't know. It's interesting.
But it's difficult for those players because right now Aloysius Yap is winning everything. He won
Yeah, he's
UK
having a
Open,
good run
Florida
as well
Open, and
now.
US Open. So he's 100% in the spotlight, but he's not gonna keep winning every tournament for the rest of his career. So then when he stops winning like every event, then he's out of the spotlight, and then people are saying kind of, oh, what happened to him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Downfall or whatever. When it's actually not a downfall, because then the player's in the same situation as they were right before the short period of time when they win everything.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, and we touched upon earlier on about the Americans, the way that they're not structured. You know, these guys are playing big money matches every week, so there's no, you know, and it's going after the money, isn't it? And when you talk about America, it's the money, isn't it? You know, I mean, they bet hundreds of £1,000s or euros.
Yeah. But when they play there, it's more, yeah, as you said, just play for the money. But when I play in Sweden, at least I never play for any money, and there's not usually people don't play for money here.
Right. Okay.
So I'm not chasing money games. I go into the club and then
Yeah, sure.
I just have a few drills set up because I know I'm not gonna play any money sets.
Yeah, that's a great
So, yeah.
a great come from, Walter. You know, if you're playing it to depend on it to live, then you're in big trouble. If you don't know, like, the good thing about it, obviously you know about it, but you don't know about it in the same breath. You know what I mean? You can go and do your work, and then you can go to the tournaments, and then that's it, really. So anything outside of that is which is not a bad distraction for you. It's like, I've got that under control, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant news.
I mean, just on the tournament front, though. I mean, you were saying you got a big schedule, of course. You want to play in all the events, but from a financial perspective, do you get much help with that from sponsorship, or do you have to sort of fund a lot of it off your own back?
Well, I get some funding from sponsorships, but the prize money has kept me going this year.
Are you all right, Gareth? Are you all right? I don't know what.
I was like a teddy bear then. I started shaking instead of coughing.
Yeah, I mean, from a financial point of view, it's, you know, it can't be cheap. You know, going, like, if you wanted to go to America, for example,
No.
I mean, you got your flights, your hotels, you're staying over there for a week or 2 weeks. It's, you know, it can't be cheap. I mean, and it's I mean, you're playing well enough and you win and you're cashing out in these tournaments anyway, which obviously helps. But I can understand why there's a lot of good players in the world that don't really have the opportunity to go on these things just because of the financial aspects, because it is a lot of money, really.
Yeah, and that's also one reason to why my dad is not going with me to every tournament, because then it's double the cost for everything.
Oh yeah.
And then it will be pretty difficult to make a living out of it if you're paying for two people. All the time.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Well, when you become world champion and you're winning these at every event, not only can you pay for your dad, I want a couple of VIP tickets to come and sit in the arena as well, young man.
Of course.
We'll be giving you some support there. We'll be like, I told you about this guy. You know, we said, you know, you did.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only a matter of time, I think, Walter. You got time on your side, and you're doing all the right things. And just going back to you saying, I don't really do much else outside of pool in terms of other things. And then you ever try playing darts or anything?
Well, just because of right now I'm off school for a few days, so now I haven't got anything in particular that I do. But you know, otherwise, if I travel half the time, then I have to catch up on school when I come home. So there's not a lot of time to do anything.
The reason I say though, darts, right? I played a tournament once. It was a GB9. I won it actually, and it was like a long time ago. But I was playing darts in between matches, and I genuinely think playing darts focuses your your aim and your concentration, everything else. It's it's not a bad thing to do, and anyone can practice darts. I mean, you can put a dartboard up on your wall anywhere, can't you? You don't need a whole lot of space. It's not expensive.
Yeah.
The only problem I like darts, but the only problem for me in playing darts, I get bored walking backwards in circles. You throw, you three, you walk, you take them out, you walk back, and I get dizzy walking in circles. But it is a good game for it's little tricks like that just to sharpen up your concentration, your focus, your aim. Because when you think about it, you're aiming. I mean, when you're playing pool, you're concentrating on the aiming point. Same as darts, you're sighting, you're concentrating on that point. You're looking at the board where you want to throw. It's similar. It's got similarities, I think. Yeah, maybe anyone watching, go and start practicing darts and watch your Fargo rate go up. What is your Fargo rate actually, Walter? Do you know?
742, I believe.
Also, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, could be higher. It takes time.
It
for
will
it to
be.
go
It
up,
will
so,
be. Don't you worry about
There's
that.
not many people that are your age that have got a 742 Fargo rating. I wouldn't have thought. So
No,
that's not a bad thing, is it? Really? I don't know. I don't have one really that well. I don't play enough tournaments to get Fargo. I mean, me and Gareth are probably like 500 or something.
Yeah, talk for yourself, mate. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what you got planned over the Christmas period, mate? Just nice and quiet, just you and the family.
Yeah, pretty much. And then right in the beginning of January, I'm playing the national championships. So I don't have a whole lot of time right now to do anything else.
But practice. Get ready for it. We want to see you winning.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'd like to win it, so I'll keep practicing.
Well, Walter, what I was going to ask you is every time we get somebody on, and now I'm talking about like the Suke's, Puttons and things like that. We sometimes get a promotional competition out of them, and I'm going to kindly ask you to if you wouldn't mind getting involved in a little competition, and it's only going to be a freebie, nothing to give away apart from your time. I was hoping to ask you, and we'll see what you think. This podcast is going to go worldwide, and over the next week or so, we'll have serious amount of viewers, especially out in Asia and them. So you're really going to be promoted for Asia. But I was hoping to say that is it possible to when we're at assuming that you go to Romania next year, is it possible to if we can put like a competition where somebody can play you a set of race to 7 or something, and just a free competition, just so they can come and play us like a young superstar, and I certainly put you in that category of of course Suke's got the names and Appleton's got the names. Yeah. You've got the name, they know who you are, and it's just one competition for you. I said that's who we were talking about. I said about Mickey Krause. We said about Moritz. You were trying to think who else I said about would be a great player, and it was Mickey Krause. That was a few years ago, Matt. And I was hoping, is that possible, Walter? What do you think on that? If you'd play someone a race to 7 for us?
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds great.
Yeah, you'd be up for that. We'll do that in Romania. We'll put a little competition out, and we'll hopefully get it live streamed and things like that. And and then I'll play you, young man, and I'll show you who the boss is.
Rematch, yeah. Rematch.
Not rematch. Revenge, mate. Revenge.
Yeah.
well, Matt, over to you, mate.
Yeah, no, I was just to say, we've had nearly an hour, Walter. I mean, it's just flown by, but it's been really great having you on. I mean, and listening to all your backstory of how you got involved in the game and all your ambitions, and of course the things that you've won. And obviously, we wish you the best for winning more things in the future, especially next year. We'll be looking out for you, and Gareth will certainly as well. I know I told you Walter was going to be breaking through. You're on the verge, so keep practicing. And we'll be following up with you on that tournament in January. We're looking for going deep in that one. Certainly lifting the trophy.
And Walter, as I said it to Moritz, I said it to Felix, I've said it to Mickey Krause, and I'll say it to you. I wish you no luck. I just wish you good health, solid life in pool, and everything is going to come your way as long as you keep them 2 feet of yours on the ground. Yeah. You're going to somebody with that talent cannot fail, mate. And I wish you all the best, mate. I really do. I really, really do. And it's really nice knowing you at this young age.
Yeah, no, really good. Yeah. So, yeah, Walter, have you got anything else you want to say before we wrap it up, call it a night, or are you all good?
No, not really. I'm all good here.
Well, stick around for another second. We'll have a little chat about something else. But yeah, for everybody watching, thanks for watching. And we wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Absolutely, guys. And that was young Walter Laikre. Oh, before he goes, Walter, here's a little joke for you. All right. What do you call an old snowman?
I don't know.
Walter.
Hilarious. Yeah.
I'm going to end it on that.
There you go. On that note, guys, you take it easy. Privileged to have this young little superstar on. See you on the next podcast. Walter, you're a star.